The Bible depicts God as slaying the firstborn in Egypt, but rabbinic tradition has long assured us that it was not God directly, but the Malach HaMavet, the angel of death, who did the deed. When unpleasant things happen, let an angel do it. This way, we preserve the unquestionable perfect goodness of an all-powerful and all-knowing God. Now, this may be important in a traditional understanding of God, but many of us, certainly for those of us here who understand ourselves as Reconstructionists, we reject the belief in such a supernatural being. We don't need angels to be the fall guys for God. So why in the world do we need angels? In a contemporary comment to one of the best known and most beloved of all Shabbat songs, Shalom Aleichem, in our prayer book, Rabbi Rami Shapiro writes that the words of Shalom Aleichem are not really a simple greeting for the angels of peace, but that angels are another name for feelings. When we love and act with kindness, we create angels of love and kindness. Angels as fall guys? Angels as feelings? Not enough. I have to say that neither of these opinions quite satisfies me. And I admit, I love the idea, so prevalent in Jewish thought, of a whole panoply of angelic beings. Part of the allure of angels is the colorful and humanly compelling notion of a representative of God's essence who's more human-like and therefore more approachable in the imagination. Divinity in a familiar, comfortable guise. Jewish tradition even gives angels their own characteristics and personalities. And now, especially in the difficult times in which we are living, we should celebrate and welcome angels as accessible manifestations of comfort. Why do we need angels? Because we need comfort. Jewish folklore sees angels as guardians, a heritage from the Torah. In the Torah, an angel is sent by God to protect us after the Exodus from Egypt, to lead us to the promised land, and to destroy the hostile tribes on our way. In difficult times, as this past year has certainly been, angels offer support and connection. A famous passage in many prayer books asks for the aid of Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael. Each has a certain guiding function, although their roles vary. Michael, the guardian of Israel, offers strength. Gabriel is the master of courage. Uriel, the angel of light against darkness and despair. And Raphael is the healing angel. Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach wrote this prayer into a beloved song. B'Shem Hashem Elohei Yisrael Mimine Michayel Umizmor leGavriel Umilfanai Uriel Umeachor Raphael Ve'al Roshi Shechinateh. God has sent surrounding me the angels of Israel. God's grace I feel in Michael, strength in Gavriel. the gift of light from Oriel, and healing from Raphael, and above my head, God's holy love I feel.
B'Shem Hashem Elohei Yisrael Mimine Michayel Umizmor leGavriel Ulmilfanai Uriel Umiachorai Raphael Ve'al Roshi Ve'al Roshi Shechini Nadeh.
This ancient nighttime prayer should be an important part of our children's and our own bedtime rituals. Children, and let's be honest, adults as well, long for reassurance that the world will still be there for us tomorrow, that we will be protected and safe throughout the night. In a world struggling for comfort and safety and reassurance, these nightly guardians are welcome presences, symbols, spiritual tools of comfort. We need spiritual talismans and focus. Why do we need angels? Angels are spiritual tools of hope. The angel best known to us for hope is, of course, Elijah. Every family Passover Seder, every candlelit Havdalah service, every wedding dinner evokes the symbol of our essential angel of hope. Eliyahu, El begins his name. Elijah, one of the few mortals elevated to the status of an angel, carried from earth in a fiery chariot in 2 Kings chapter 2. Elijah the prophet becomes Eliyahu, the angel of hope. Angels in our tradition are part of the process of creation, constantly being created out of our thoughts, our deeds, our actions. And when we act from our good side, we create good angels. And when we act out of the worst side of our nature, we create destructive angels. Collectively, the world has gone overboard in the past few years in creating destructive angels. The Hebrew word for angel is messenger, malach, and we create the message. The message is of our own making. Angels are beings in the world that is the domain of emotion and feeling, and each of us creates the message of our own unique personal angel. The Slonimer Rebbe, Rabbi Noach Barzovsky, calls this process of creating our own personal angel, the process of finding our special purpose in this world. And he calls it finding shlichuto alai admut, your special mission to earth. No day or hour that has ever existed from the beginning of time can be compared to any other day or hour. And in the same way, there's no comparing one human being to another since the creation of the first person. And no one can do the repair work, the tikkun of another. Each of our own unique missions is determined by the season, the hour, and the unique code of that person. According to the unique root of our soul and our personal tendencies, combined with the specific era and situation in which we each find ourselves, we create our personal angel. We are given signs, and sometimes we know it because it's the most difficult thing we could ever undertake.